Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're going to discuss the 4 fundamentals behind every single sale. This does not matter if you are selling luxury yachts or fruit and veg. It doesn't differ. Every single sale that you have made and will make has to follow these 4 fundamentals. So let's go straight into it. And again, if you find anything valuable, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and let me know your thoughts below. So fundamental 1 is you have to uncover a need and or desire for your product or service. Without this, you have no true way to be able to sell to this client. People need to have something that you have to fulfill. So whether they're seeking knowledge, guidance, skill, a product to help solve something, whatever it is, it's your job as a salesperson, an entrepreneur, a business person to uncover that. Once you have successfully uncovered the need or desire, it allows you to then form your presentation, your structure, the way you explain it, and talk about your product. The best salespeople know that the way to sell is to get your customer to talk more and for us to talk less. We should not be doing more than 15 to 20% of the actual talking. If you ask the right powerful questions, your customer will give you all that you need by their words. And it just allows you to cut out useless information which will go straight over their head anyway. Less is more in this situation. So that's fundamental 1. Uncover the need and or desire. Fundamental 2 is you have to build trust and credibility in you and your business. Depending how you operate, if you maybe operate as a sole entrepreneur and you're branded as yourself, or perhaps you are inside of a business or you're branding through your business, they have to be trustful. They have to trust you and everything you say, because if they don't believe you, no matter how good of value you're going to provide them, it will fall on deaf ears, and they just will never, they won't agree with you. They may nod, but they're not agreeing with you, and it's dead in the water. So you have to build trust and credibility. Simple ways you can do this is be authentic, be genuine. Don't go in with this whole salesy approach. You're selling to a human being. Be on a human level. Don't think you're above these people. You're not. It's on the same level playing field, human to human. So once you build trust and credibility behind your company, behind you, the 3rd fundamental is a credible offer. So during your presentation, you've uncovered their need and desires. They've put their trust in you as the expert, and they believe everything you said. So now the 3rd part of this is you have to put a credible offer. So what this could be is a form of proposal that they can either accept or decline, and also it can incorporate a bit of a deal. Look, people love to buy, but they hate to be sold to. Nobody wants the hard sell, but they love to buy things. Why is it that some of the best companies in the world increase their revenue dramatically when they put sales out, when they put promotions out, when there's a call to action? Just having a product sitting there at the same price with no promotions, no gizmo, nothing attached to it, we're not really that fussed. But when you put a discount, a saving, a time frame, the take-up rate just exceeds. So to give you a really good example of this is to look in the UK market and to look at double glazing. Crazy, right? So since the 70s, they have been selling, PVC plastic at anywhere between 2 to 600% markup. But it's how they get deals, and it just hasn't changed. Whether you hate what they do, it works. So just go with it. What they do is they will always give you a deal on the day, and it's how they build their business. The double glazing industry is not built upon callbacks. It's built upon a direct cold outreach approach, where they will get either door canvassed or cold called, and it is followed up by a sales representative that will go in the house and present. And ultimately, their mission is to get a deal on the day. It's just how it works, and that's how businesses in this industry scale to huge heights. So there's a business I know that is local to me that started in 2008, and this year will do over £50 million in sales, following the principles which have been used since the 70s and before. Sounds crazy, but it works. So with the credible offer, as long as your client understands clearly why your product or service will solve their need or desires, and everything makes sense, the final thing that will stop you from getting a sale is affordability. If your customer can generally not afford it, then no sale will take place. And that's it. Seriously, it's that simple. These are the fundamentals anyway. There's a lot more that goes into a presentation, but these are the 4 fundamentals that you can build around. So just recap over it. Fundamental 1 is you need to uncover a need and or desire. Fundamental 2 is you need to build trust and credibility in you and your company. Fundamental 3 is you have to be able to put a credible offer across. And fundamental 4 is it has to be affordable. These fundamentals are a bit like building a house. Do not try to outsmart the process. You have to incorporate this. It's just fact. It's just how it works. Like building a house, you will not put the roof on if there's no structure to support it. You're not going to put the bricks down until you've got a foundation. This is the exact same way to view this in a sale. Build the foundation of concrete. That's establishing need or desire. Build trust and credibility in you. That's the brick walls. Credible offer. Use that as all the framework, the wooden or timber framework for the roof to go on. And fundamental 4, affordability. Look at that as the roof tiles to finish it all off. Yes, I know there's more that goes into a property than that, but just, on a metaphorical level, just think about how a house, the fundamentals of building a house and the fundamentals of building a sale have not changed and never ever will change. Yes, there's fancy things you can do to a property. You could have maybe some external cladding. You could have an air source heater instead of central heating. You may have an induction hob instead of a gas hob. There's little things you can change, and that's exactly the same as a sales presentation. But the ultimate ending to it all is the fundamentals never, ever, ever, ever change. So now what I want you to do is when you look at the way you're talking to your clients, prospecting your clients, and when you're presenting what you've got in front of them, what you're presenting to them, is make sure that you are really uncovering their needs and desires. These are the powerful things. Make sure you're building trust and credibility in your company, in you. Because one thing we all neglect is we do this every single day. We talk about our products, our services, and we just presume that everybody else knows what we know about our company and our products and our services, but they don't. They're strangers. You need to go around the other side of the table and position yourself as the cold prospect, not as the person that does it for a living. How do they know how good your company is, the unique selling points, the way you provide X, Y, and Z? That's for you to go in and make sure they understand. So, really hope you find this valuable. And like I said, go away, look at how you're incorporating all these fundamentals at the moment. And if you're missing them, then you need to now put them in place, because it gives you a perfect grounding tool for when you don't make a sale. You can go back and you can look at the presentation and you can go, right, did I do this? Did I do that? Did I do this? Oh, I didn't do that. And then you can break everything down and start working very specifically on the areas of your presentation that you've been missing out. And then you can work on it, put it back out there, and get your sales increased massively. So, anything you want me to touch on, anything you found valuable, comment below. See you on the next video.